Leave it like that. Put your hand down. Alex. Ooh, welcome to the live.
Welcome, good people.
It's been too long because we don't know what we're doing, and he over here messing with the camera. So that's what y'all had caught. He was messing with it. Leave it alone.
Try to get it perfect.
It's gonna be like this. Can y'all see and hear us? Okay.
No, they can't.
Thumbs up if you can. Anyway, let's get on in here. Okay, Lucid Thos. Oh, look like he boxing. That's what I'm talking about. Hit the gym. Who's that? Oh, Red Man Yancey. What up, y'all? What's up?
What's happening?
What's going on, family? Hope you're doing all right today. All right.
We're trying to get back in the groove of things.
Fun guy, 1086. Good afternoon. Hello. He said, I'm about to buy a used vehicle. What you finna buy now? Because, see.
Don't buy no problem.
It's not the time to be buying a car right now, you know.
People, money is too free right now, and that's what drives the prices up.
We already seen some sucker stuff. Like, whew.
And bad.
All right, we got Red Man Yancey. Hello, Doc and Boss Lady from, what is that? Y'all, my glasses don't be glassing. Roger Yanez. Good
What's
to see
happening,
you.
Roger?
Some guy said they can hear us perfectly. Good. Muhammad says, what's up, Alex and Miss Alex?
Enjoying a day at home.
Ooh, listen.
The shop is my second home. Well, my first home, that's what it seemed like. I spend more time up there.
For real. And the truth is, on Sundays, we've gotten so used to resting that when they be like, oh, you want to go live? He be like, nah. But today, we made a commitment to show up for you.
I'll be tired.
Thinker Outside the Box says, hey, y'all, can see and hear loud and clear.
Nice.
What's up, Thinker?
Wonderful.
Lewis says, good evening, kings and queens.
What's happening, Lewis?
What's happening,
Good
y'all?
to see you.
Says, finger red number 1. What that mean, LA?
What does that mean? Finger red number 1.
Lewis says, you can't get no good help anymore.
No, good help is hard to find.
I hope that we have found. I like the group of guys we got right now. Some of them are a little rough around the edges. Well, one of them, but it good. I think with a little guidance, he might be all right. He
wants to do better, and I've seen the changes.
Yeah.
So every time I get on him, I see him making the changes, the necessary changes. So I can deal with that. So we'll see.
We sure gonna tell it. If it don't work, it don't work. Michael says, just caught up to all the videos from a year ago to now.
Wow, what? That's a lot of videos.
I hope that you seeing us evolve and change. The thing about it is, when we filming videos, I put everything in there because I don't want everybody to ever think there's perfection here. It's not. We go through stuff just like everybody else. And so I know it's a lot of husband and wife teams that watch us, or boyfriend, girlfriend teams that want to own their own shop someday. We're just showing y'all what you got to look forward to.
Yeah.
But it's good, though. It's all good. Clemente Jaramillo, thank you for the super chat. He says, I
appreciate that, brother.
Hello, Alex, the car doctor. What do you, I think he meant to think about the 2015 Honda Fit CVT transmission? Is it good or bad?
It's wonderful. Not saying that they don't have issues, but I've never seen them with issues. So that ought to tell you something. And I work on a lot of Hondas with CVT transmissions, and they just bulletproof, in my opinion. First of all, they're underpowered as is, so that helps. Then, second of all, you don't have people who buy Hondas don't drive them like Nissan owners. It's like these Nissan Altima owners. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all seen the memes. They drive them like Hellcats. They think they're the fastest things on the road. But no, they hold up really good. I would try to get one with very low mileage, maybe around 100, 90, somewhere up in there. That way you can start the servicing process on it. Just do a drain and fill, don't flush it, and you'll be good the years to come.
All right. Let me go back to Jose Zam. What's up, Jose? Hi, guys.
What's happening, brother?
How you doing? I think if my memory serves me right, Jose is over there in Texas or somewhere on the west side, somewhere over there. How y'all weather doing? We was doing good here in Georgia, but apparently tonight it's going to be 20 degrees after we've been having 70-degree weather. So I don't know, man. I'm going to wear a coat and some shorts. We'll see how I make it out. You Harson, I hope I said that right. He said I got an S550 that need to be fixed. My grandma money not in it, or my payment money. Y'all got me? Oh my God.
I don't know, man.
Ooh, man, you can't even whisper S550 around the shop.
I don't want to see no more Mercedes. Like, it's never the car. Y'all know
people. That. Now y'all see why we don't fool with Euro. A wise man once told us he's the older gentleman. He used to own an auto repair shop up in Wisconsin back in the day. And he said, don't take in Euro owners. I said, well, why? He said, because if they coming to you, they coming to save money. He was like, real Euro owners go to the dealership. And I never forgot that. And after he said that, it's been problem after problem after problem. Now, the VW customers,
I like them.
I don't have no problem out of them. I don't know why. But them doggone Mercedes and BMW customers, I don't know. And I know I'm not trying to be stereotypical. I know that's not all Euro owners. Like, some people, we do have a handful of Mercedes owners that we deal with, that we've been dealing with for years. They know how it go. But that guy.
It's the mindset of me, have him talking about, I'm just trying to piece it together.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, it's like
that was the funniest thing of the year. I don't think nothing is gonna top that for 2026. That was funny.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I had went off. I didn't film that part because when it was all cool. At first I walked away when he was like, my money, my $2,000 missing. I walked away because I was finna bust out laughing because that was, come on now. We all from Atlanta and we all from the hood. Like, ninja, please, But when it was out there talking to the cops and he came out there with his dead grandmother's purse in his hand with the wallet saying, they done took my grandma money. It went up from there. I was like, bro, I don't know what you trying to do. We started arguing.
I'm like, come on.
I'm just saying, I can't hold the customer service no more because come on now. Don't do this. So they've been riding.
I feel like you've been riding around.
So you've been riding around 2 years with your dead grandma money?
He didn't have nothing to say.
Like, don't play with me. Don't play with me.
He was like, well, I just haven't got around to it. Something crazy. He said.
I had to go on and get it to him. I'm firing because, no, we're not going to do this. You wasting my time and these cops' time. Anyway, the cops knew what was going on.
He paid my wife because I knew a lot of you guys was like, yeah, hopefully he pays. He paid.
And I got a copy of that license and that card and that authorization.
Yeah, for him to have all his
and
cards,
a picture of the tag.
For him to have all his cards in that car, you paid with a debit card in your name.
I'm not finna play with him. I'm over it. Okay. And so if he tried to because I was like, what if he tried to dispute the charge? Guess what? A lien, they're gonna be my S550.
I don't want that junk.
I'm saying,
drive it to the Chrysler.
Anyway, that was the craziness for the year so far. Elijah, what he says, I replaced the FPR fuel filter and fuel sock. Impreza RS still won't start.
Fuel pressure regulator.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's not a fuel issue. We're gonna have to start off with codes. Was it throwing any codes? Is it getting spark? Did you hook a fuel pressure gauge up to it and see if it's actually getting fuel pressure at the rail? It may have a blown fuse. I will start checking things like that.
Yeah. Give us some more info.
Yes.
Let me catch up on these super chats. We do thank you so much.
Appreciate the love.
Look, I thought that said it's 550. I'm so scarred. That's a 55 A Smith. Thank you for the super chat. He says, I just bought a 2010 F-150 with the 5.0 Coyote. I'm sorry, 2020 F-150 with the 5.0 Coyote engine. Do you see a lot of issues with those engines?
Not really. They are really good stout engines when when it is issues with them, they're very weird. I have one now that I can't figure out. I've never seen this happen before. I have to give it back to the customer because I'm at a loss of words or knowledge about the situation. Truck crank up just fine. It's a 17, 18, somewhere around there. Mm-hmm. And truck crank up just fine. It would run just fine. It does have the little typewriter noise that people say you just can't get rid of. It's just part of the thing, I guess, with the timing chains and all that. But anywho, you'll drive the truck. Once it warms up, it will shut off. And it has nothing to do with the auto start stuff. Shut off, and it will not crank back up. It acts like the engine is hydro locked or something. As soon as it cooled down, fire right back up. I was highly confused. Customer said he replaced his valve covers, and after replacing the driver's side, passenger side, it started doing it. One of the sides. So.
Could be a coincidence about that, though.
Yeah, it could be, but they're good trucks. The Coyotes are very good.
I'm no mechanic or nothing, but I know sometimes those Fords, and I don't know if it's the same year range, but the fuse box, you have to replace the entire thing.
Oh, that's on another year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Coyotes are different.
I tried.
Triton engines. But no, this is a mechanical issue.
Here's a fun one. Wait, I'm gonna get to you, Herman. Yoda, y'all got some new names, or I'm tripping one, but Yodenpa, what I'm gonna call him JR, because that's what the thing say. I got plenty of kiddos. What make and model or year minivan do you recommend?
I prefer like Toyota, Honda vans. They're gonna be the top picks. I would do the older Chrysler minivans. The one with the 3.8, that engine was pretty stout. I personally had the Town and Country. It was like a under 2010 model, because in 2011 they started mainstreaming the 3.6 Pentastars. Not bad engines, but they do come with their quirks and concerns. But the older ones, with the Mercedes being engines, particularly the 4.0, I think that was a Mercedes being engine, pretty much a stroked or bored 3.5, which was found in the Chargers of the later, around that era. But in the minivans, they came 4.0. Very good, powerful engine. Never had any issues out of it. I think we got a minivan for like $400, $500. You just have to change the timing belt on it. So I like the older Chrysler minivan lineup. That's Dodge, Dodge Caravan, Town and Countries. They was loaded too, man. Them things was nice to be around 08, 09, 2010. So very cheap as well, because it is an older van. New stuff, like I said, Toyota Siennas, Hot Odysseys. You can't go wrong with that. Mazda, they make a pretty stout van. I've never seen a Mazda minivan in my shop, actually. The Mazdas, they hold up wonderful. I would stay away from, what would I stay away from? There's not many people that make minivans.
Kia?
Oh gosh, yeah, stay away from them craps. So yeah, do not do nothing with Kia and Hyundai. Definitely. So hopefully that helps.
Listen, don't put your wife in a prison van either.
Look, it's not just a prison van. It's a special,
we riding around in a 15-passenger van.
It don't seem like it. You just start driving and you go, oh yeah, this thing got some oomph in it.
Herman Peter said. Do you think Audis are hard to work on?
No, and I got an update for your Audi. I do believe it's a key issue, Herman. That's where I am on that. So I have been messing around with it. So you'll be proud of me.
Now Herman is the only Audi we'll work on. Don't call that shop talking about no Audi.
So I'm gonna get my key guy to come out and look at it.
All right, Clemente Jaramillo. I like your name. I hope I'm saying it right while I'm just saying it all chipper. Alex. Hello, Alex, the car doctor. What do you think?
What's going on, brother?
We did. We said we answered that one.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, maybe this on. All right. I'm trying to get back to the hey, that's what I'm gonna call you. 335.
335.
Says I love your channel. Please keep up the good work. That 2K mess with that customer was some foolishness. Again, thank you for saying so. It's like sometimes I just be like, I don't know.
When he said that, it blew my mind.
It's like,
I'm like, no one else's car got broken into.
No, clearly he don't know how to scam. Because why would you say that's the money I was gonna pay y'all with? Everybody in the shop, like the fellas, was getting mad. I was just like, you know what?
Everybody would laugh at it.
Anyway,
it was comical.
Thank you for the super
chat.
I
appreciate
we
that.
Appreciate you, and thank you for saying, you guys who comment about the videos and stuff. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, this past winter, like I don't know, I almost gave up. I was just like, Yeah,
y'all was like, come on, Alex, y'all get back into motion.
I was like,
okay, we got to do something.
I don't know. We were going through the changes. I think my grandpa died. I just kind of like, whatever, man.
People not doing what they supposed to at the shop, and just we had a lot to do around the shop to get it structured back properly.
Yeah, so, YouTube is a hard gig. You have a lot of people that make content and is good at it, but to have a community, you guys come in, or when I first posted back again after months, and everybody was so much love. So that was really encouraging. So I'm glad that you guys like the content, because I really think hard about, before I hit record, what am I shooting this for? It's not just follow Alex around the shop. What are you going to learn from this if I publish this? What do I think you guys want to learn? And, I appreciate that, really. All of y'all who, especially the ones who've been down with us for a long time, like Trey Ferrays. He's been around. It says, hey there, guys. I have a 2014 Toyota Camry LE. I just hit 104,000 miles. Should I do a drain and fill on the transmission?
Absolutely. My rule of thumb, now it's not accurate by any means because I'm no transmission expert. This is just a comfort zone that I'm in when it comes to servicing transmissions that's never been serviced before. Where did I get the number from? I don't know. I don't know. But in my shop, I don't service transmissions that's well past 120,000 miles. Some say you can easily do a drain and fill service of, no matter the mileage. And some say you have to be careful when it comes to mileage when you're doing drain and fills. Like I said, my comfort zone is under 120. And I've been doing that for a very long time now and never had any issues with it. I always ask these simple questions. Are you having any issues out of it? Meaning, is it slipping, doing anything funny? And I ask, what's the mileage? And if it passed my checklist, I'll go ahead and do it, and never any comebacks. So. Now, when it comes to GM transmissions, I found the best solution to be, and rarely had any, I don't think I had any comebacks, dealing with torque converter, judder, or shutter, whatever you want to call it, GM transmissions. And this follows with Ford as well, because Ford and GM got together on this transmission, and they will develop a judder. Like once the torque converter goes, it does something, but it's at low loads and like very light throttle, the transmission will start juddering. And I found the easiest thing to do is just drain and fill and add judder guard. It's an additive that I put in there, and it fixes the customer's cars every time. Saves them money.
All right. Philip, thank you for this.
I appreciate that, Philip. Appreciate the support, good people.
All right.
Really helps.
Herman Peters.
Herman,
and guys, we don't, it's been a while since we've been live. I'm gonna get back to the regular comments, but I have to honor these. And then I tried to turn off the super chats one time. Everybody got mad. So
Did I have to?
yeah, one time. Well, we can't jump the line. Listen, we just doing the best we can. But I will get back to you guys. Herman Peter says just bought a 03. Then your wife said stop buying cars. I'm gonna tell her. Says just bought a 03 Lexus LS 430 for $500, 300,000 miles on it. Trying to flip it. How much should I put in it?
It really depends on what's wrong with it. First of all, when it comes to flipping cars, I look at this. How much is the car worth? How much did I bought it for? In your case, you bought it for $500. I don't know if that's fees and everything included, but let's just say fees and all, your time going to get it, you're in $800-900. Let's just say $1,000 of everything. The car you can potentially get, because it is a Lexus, it is an older Lexus, 300,000 miles. It's just been broke in, meaning it can still go and go and go. 400-500 is nothing for that car. 405,000 miles is nothing for it to get up that much. You can probably still sell that car for approximately $2,500 to $3,500 to the right buyer, if depending on what the condition of it is and all that stuff. So you take that number and you think, okay, how much profit I want to get out of this thing. If $1,000 is your magic number, then you have, if my math serves me correctly, you got about, if you sell it for $3,000 to keep things simple, you want $1,000 profit. They give you $1,000 to play with when it comes to bringing the car back up to speed, right?
Yeah.
So that's the things I look at when I'm selling cars. Everybody numbers are different. You may just want to make $500 off the car. Some people want to make 15 or $2,000 off the car. So just depending on what you want to make off the car, you need to put those things into account.
Yeah, for sure. And then understand that the blue book on the vehicle is different from the market value, what someone's willing to pay for it, because you can have a vehicle that's worth $49.50, but because there's a plethora of them on marketplace selling for $2,500, $3,000, unless you just got a buyer that just want that car, sometimes the market value and if the market is saturated, then you have to drop the price down.
Very, very true. And it can also go to the opposite direction. Let's take a 95 240 SX, for example. The market value with the blue book value for that car is approximately $3,000. But they're not selling for $3,000. If you find a 240 SX for $3,000 with engine and transmission in it, you better run on that deal. You better do whatever you have to do to get that money, because now those cars are selling upward of $10,000.
Yeah.
Ford Excursion,
the
diesel, same thing.
A little flipping lesson for y'all. Blazing Cyrus says, I have a 2021 Dodge Durango RT.
Oh, good stuff.
It's over 80,000 miles, running great. Any tips on keeping it running good aside from basic stuff? I use Vaseline Restore and Protect oil.
That's really good. So you have the Hemi engine, which is great. Very robust in my opinion. I prefer the Hemi over the Pentastar. Less stuff to go wrong. I normally see lifter failure from the Hemi engines around anywhere from, very rare, but does happen, but around 130 to 180 versus the GM engines. They're happening as early as 20,000 miles, some people report. I normally see them, but GM don't matter. What you can do is, the better upkeep that truck is, don't let it idle. High idle time ruins the lifters. They have oiling issues. Now, if you are idling a lot or in a city where there's a lot of traffic, around about 120-ish, 130-ish, I would go ahead and install a milling high volume oil pump if that engine is going to be idling a lot. But if it's highway and you're constantly driving, it's going to be all good with really good quality oil what you're using. So that's just a tip there to stay away from that Hemi tick that is notorious for. Milling, high volume oil pump.
Now, just a bonus answer. Everybody's always asking how much is the lifter job on those. I've never quoted one for less than $4,500, and that's not including the oil pump change. So, in case you guys want to know, because the heads have to come up, so it's very labor intensive.
If you let it tick and destroy the cam,
correct.
But if you're doing preventive maintenance, like, I'm gonna try to avoid the Hemi tick altogether, let me just throw an oil pump in there. It'll be a lot cheaper.
Question for you: are you doing Hemis or not?
I love Hemis.
Because I know you made that whole YouTube video about how you ain't doing this job no more.
I don't know. I'm torn because I like Hemi engines. I've been next to JT. I'm the next greatest thing to slice bread when it comes to Hemi or Mopar in general repair.
Yeah. Because JT worked at the dealership, so he's seen way more.
Like I said, next to JT, I'm probably not better than JT, but when it comes to the knowledge about Mopar, but I'm up there, I would say.
Well, listen, y'all heard it here, folks. So when they start calling, don't be talking about you don't do it. All right, Jill 7801, thank you for the super chat. Says I have a 2020 Ford Explorer 2.3.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Manufacturer says to change the transmission fluid at 150,000 miles. Do not listen to that.
Oh, I would not do that.
Listen, the manufacturer obviously don't know jack, especially GM, since they're recalling. What done happened now with them?
What, GM?
Whose engine?
The 3 cylinders. What the world?
Somebody's
I'm on live. I'm gonna call you back, Dominic.
Okay.
Text you.
Text me.
All
right.
The 3-cylinder engines that's found in that little small.
No, but then they saying like the oiling, the oil that they recommended turns out
for their V8
ain't the right oil, and now all the engines are falling apart. So obviously there's proof that the manufacturers don't always get it right. So I would do it well before that.
Yeah, my rule of thumb is for heavy towing and if you're a spirited driver, every 30,000 miles. If you're just doing normal driving, why does everybody want to call today?
I don't know who this is, but they finna get blocked.
If you're just doing normal driving, very light, every 60,000 miles, that's my rule of thumb when servicing your transmission and making it last to the cows come home, I guess.
Oh, listen, Dominic caliper came on.
What the world?
He needs your help or something like that.
Hey, caliper bird.
All right, I'm sorry about that, y'all. One of our employees needs a little help around the corner. Tell him he can use the account. Tell him to go to AutoZone and use the account. All right, I'm sorry about that. Did you finish?
I'll let you tell him.
Telling.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right.
Man, you so generous,
this
buddy.
Is just a tip so you can get cat food. Thank you, because them cats are greedy.
Man, I fed them cats yesterday, like within about an hour. I filled up all 3 of their bowls and gave them wet food. And I turned around, that stuff was empty. I'm like, man, y'all are greedy. I appreciate that, Herbert. It's definitely going to go towards the cats.
Yeah,
the cats each out of a house and a home. I have 4 now. Hemi, Oreo, Nova, and Fiesta. Fiesta is warming up really nice to us. I know my Facebook fans, they love the cats. Right. They're like, I'm only on here for the cat views, the cat stuff.
All right, Tyler Graham says, love your videos. Alex is a G35 2005 DE Auto Trans, 113,000 miles, a good reliable car. Is it worth fixing and maintaining?
Absolutely. The G35s, the Infiniti G35s are very good, reliable cars. That VG35 or VQ35 engine, Nissan engine is very good. The problem is with those vehicles, it's hard to find one that has not been clapped out. G35 holds a stigma of young people buying them and getting the hold to them, and they lure them, just dog them out and very rough on them. If you can find one that's in good condition, that's been driven by a mature adult, then definitely go for it. If it has different colored body panels on it and cold air intake and been lowered, stay far, far, far away from it, because it's been driven very hard within those short amount of miles. And you just don't want those problems. So hopefully you can find one that's all stock and been well maintained and treated good. But they're great. Have no complaints about the old G35s.
All right, cool. Let me get back to the regular list here. Thank y'all for the super chat.
Appreciate it.
And we thank everybody too that
the support is real, Ian. That's why we had to get back on here.
Really though, because I'm like, oh child. Richard Tate 8 says, "What's up?"
Oh, nothing much. Just trying to keep up with all these cars.
All right, fun guys. This is the used car that he was trying to buy. I hope you're still on here with us. 2019 Colorado 3.6 V6 4x4 crew cab, 8,200 with 109,000 miles. Do you think that's a good car for him to buy?
That's a rough one. I didn't know they was putting the 3.6 in the Colorados.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I thought they were still using the 4 cylinders. And those Colorados, I like them. I like a lot better. That 3.6 have a unreliable history of problems that I don't think you are going to like. I prefer the older Colorados with the 4 cylinders. They were 400,000 or 500,000 miles easily. I'm like, geez, never really see Colorados come through my shop. GM really got down with that. That V6 worries me for some odd reason, because I do believe it's the same V6 that they're putting in the Acadias and things like that, the Buick Encores, and I just don't like that engine. It just don't hold up well to, over time, longevity wise, in my opinion. I will see if I can get the 4-cylinder variant if I was you. Just, I may be wrong, but I didn't even know the 3.6s came in the Colorados. I'm pretty sure it's the same V6 engine, but turned rear-wheel drive, larger, I can't get the word out, versus trans-mounted, like the front wheel, larger two, whatever is for the rear wheel. So, yeah.
What happens? I can't even help you.
Logical. I have to see the spelling of the word to pronounce it.
What are you talking about? Logical?
Not logical. Rear wheel drive mounted versus transverse mounted, where they turn the engine sideways to be front wheel drive.
If that was the $1 million question, we would have lost.
Yeah.
Dang.
Longitude. I can't get it.
If they true followers, they know you don't be getting the word. All right, Michael Haddon says 2017 Jeep Wrangler leaks inside when it rains on the driver's side floor. What can I do to fix it?
Most likely you have a seal issue. But you have a Wrangler. Man, pull those floor plugs out the bottom of your car and let that stuff drain out naturally. All Wranglers have drain plugs in the floor. You peel the carpet up if you have some type of carpet in there, and you just pull the plug and it will drain out, or it has some type of drain hole in the truck. Now, I don't know what type of top you have, but the Wranglers, they all come in different tops. 2 types of tops that I know of. You have a hard top and you have a soft top. Depending on what top you have, if it's the hard top, it's most likely the seal that yeah, if it's a hard top, you have those two tops that separate from the front and can leave the back hard top on. So it's probably the seals that go around that. It's the soft top where you may have a hole in there or something that you have to find. And the best way to find any types of holes in any type of open roof vehicle, whether it's a convertible, soft, hard top, any removable top vehicle, is to have a buddy spray the vehicle with a water hose while you're inside the vehicle looking around with a flashlight, and have him just spraying every possible water leak with the water hose, just drenching the vehicle in water. That's the best way to find it, in my opinion.
Okay. This is going to be a real slow question. Don't
What?
judge me. Wranglers, they don't have sunroofs, do they?
No,
Right, 'cause the
they
top come off.
yeah, now
Okay,
they do.
I
They
said-
have a sunroof variant. They have glass panels, well, like a polymer, a see-through polymer plastic panel
Mm.
that kind of mimics a sunroof, that you can buy from the aftermarket world. So you have a roof on there, but it's like all panoramic see-through. So it's
Okay.
like a sunroof. I'm about to turn off this heat. It's gonna
I'm finna say, 'cause I feel like we cooking up in here. All right. Joe McGraw. He says, thank you for the super chat.
I appreciate that, Joe.
He says, 04 Silverado. It has a pump-driven fan and gets hot sitting in traffic sometimes. So bigger radiator maybe, or put electric fans in it.
In my opinion, depending on what you're doing with the truck, you should have a clutch fan. I'm not sure what you mean by pump. Only pump-driven fans that I know of, like hydraulic-wise, I think Chrysler used that around that time. It's a weird fan design. But anywho, if you're towing and tow a lot of heavy stuff, the clutch fan is your best bet. It moves a lot of air. But if you're not towing and you want efficiency, I would delete the clutch fan system and go with an E-fan, electronic fan. But if you're towing and you may want to switch out the clutch fan, and with all trucks, I like to do for reliability purpose, which is any vehicle in general, my Jeep included, I like to go with an all aluminum construction radiator and go with a thicker core, because it'd be like a little single core. They'd be really thin, but the like dual core, triple core, the radiator itself gets real thick for more coolant capacity. When you upgrade up the coolant capacity, coolant like in antifreeze, it ups the cooling of the vehicle. So I would definitely go with the aluminum radiator, whether I'm going E-fans or, keeping my clutch fan. eBay have, in my opinion, some good quality all aluminum radiators for a really good price. I wouldn't trust their E-fans though. I would get a later model Silverado, which came with E-fans, and convert it, put it on that truck. In my opinion, that's what I would do. Very good truck. Don't get rid of that. That old Silverado is bulletproof. Outlast me and you put together.
Muhammad. Now that I know which Muhammad this is, why you got a bed in the profile? What you trying to do, Muhammad?
Maybe he sell beds now.
I don't know.
I need a bed.
Bed in there for?
Well, I need a what deal you can get me? Reach out to me.
My back is hurting. Okay. Says still have my Nissan Altima.
Wow. I thought you gave it to a family member.
He says instead of a Lexus, I got myself a 2026 Toyota Crown Nightshade.
Oh wow.
Limited. Any thoughts? That's why we ain't synced.
Yeah, I'm gonna say where you been at. Well, first off, it's a Toyota. And I forgot they brought the Crown to the States. The Crown name has been mainstream in Japan for a very long time. I think the Crown variant
I'm Googling
from
it 'cause I
over
don't even
here,
know what that
it's
is.
basically a Camry.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they are nice. It's a Toyota. I have no complaints. That thing, the way you treat your cars, will outlast me and you put together, just like I previously said for that Silverado. But it's basically a Camry.
But his Altima still running.
Yeah,
smooth.
like I'm
All right,
surprised.
right now Muhammad is the heavyweight champion of the world when it comes to Nissan Altima CVT.
Yep. So if y'all got any questions how to
How
make
many
y'all
miles?
CVT last,
I
talk
think
to him.
he is well over 200,000
Yeah.
miles, never replaced the transmission.
I was blown away.
That's unheard of. So shout out to Muhammad. I'm glad, good to hear from
Yes,
you
for sure.
and see you.
Yeah, bring that crown by. I would like to see one in person.
For sure, because I ain't even look. I done Googled it.
No, I knew
I ain't never
I knew
seen
they
one.
was bringing them in the States. I just never really looked it up. Or
It
seen
puts me in the mind. Let me see. Can y'all see that? That's the car that he's talking about. It's actually nice looking. Come on and focus. That's actually nice looking Toyota there.
Yeah.
It puts me in the mind of a Kia, though,
But
like a K5,
more reliable.
like a reliable Kia. Live loud. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know if you had a question that didn't make it, but let us know. Let us know. All right, let me get back around here to the good people over this side. But yeah, good to see you, Mom.
Yes, absolutely.
Let us see what it's talking about. All right, Bacon Craft.
I like that name.
Says, good evening. My wife gave me her 2012 GMC Acadia. It's with is it 12,000 miles or 120? I went to turn off the car. It sounded like it wanted to backfire or misfire.
Well, first off, your wife don't like you that much. I'm just let me stop.
Don't be trying to start stuff in these folks' marriage.
I'm just kidding.
Dang.
No, for real, no.
That gift came from her heart, Bacon.
Sound like it would have backfired. 2012 with 12,000 miles on it.
Or 120, because he might have left off a zero.
That is, I need to know the mileage. But let's assume it has 120,000 miles on it. Well, let's make sure it's up to speed. At 100,000 miles, you're supposed to be changing the spark plugs. I would definitely do a fuel induction service. If it has 12,000 miles on it, I wouldn't know what was wrong with it because it's still basically brand new to be that old. I would assume that carbon deposits has gotten rock hard in it for the 12,000 miles it did drive, and the fuel induction service may still be beneficial towards that vehicle. But if it has 120,000 miles on it, definitely going to want to do a transmission drain and fill, spark plugs, fuel induction service, and it's a 2012, so you're going to want to be checking for leaks, mainly valve covers. They get old and start dry rotting, gets hard like plastic instead of staying rubberish. So yeah. Oh, he texted us a picture of it.
Dang, I can't click it.
Why you can't click it?
Because it's going to take us out here. I'm going to have to see it.
It looked like that, though. I saw it briefly.
Nice.
Yeah, that sucker was beautiful.
He said, Alex, I cannot believe you don't have a hat on. I knew something out of place.
I still got my bud.
First of all, let it be known, I don't like that hat. None of them. First of all.
Second of all, if I have a hat on, that means I just brush my hair and then slick it back, and it's all frizzy.
Now, and then he done went and shaved the beard.
It's growing back.
So we have to compromise. Ain't no hats up in here. Till the beard grow back. And if the beard grow back, we'll put that back on. Till then, he slick rich.
No, I like my hat because when I'm working on the cars, it keeps my hair clean. Ish.
Well, grow that beard back. Then we can talk. Roger Yanez says, quick question, Doc. I'm working on a 2016 Nissan Altima 2.5. The RPMs drop at idle and starts to shake like if it wants to shut off. What could it be? Thanks. And he also says, no trouble codes, by the way.
I would start looking into throttle body stuff. Maybe you disconnected the battery and now the car now lost its throttle body memory, and think it probably okay. So first of all, when you disconnect any battery for an extended period of time, the computer resets back to normal. The throttle body accumulates carbon buildup over time, and as that carbon buildup accumulates, the throttle body has to open more and more so the same amount of air can come in. So the throttle body, let's say, will start off at like 9% open when the car cranks up, and so it can idle. So it's 9% open. And as the stuff accumulates, it will gradually keep opening up until it can't no more and errors out. But on normal circumstances, it will gradually go up to, starts off from 9% and gradually go up to like 10, 12%. Now, let's say the last known memory, it was at 12%. You disconnected that battery, the car reverts back to factory settings, which is 9%. Now the car is idled down really low because it's at 9% and it's supposed to be at 12. So what I would try to do is clean that throttle body and take the car through a relearn procedure, or just disconnect the battery again, let it completely reset. And since it's clean now, it will flow like normal. I will start off with that.
All right. Let me see. Let me go here. Herman. Herman says, I have a 2017 Nissan Murano. Every third Turo renter, I changed 2 quarts of CVT fluid. Maybe overdoing it, but I don't want it to go out.
Hey, I feel you on that.
That might be a secret.
That might be. It's high. Now, for the V6 CVT owners, the V6 transmissions hold up a lot better than the 4-cylinder variants because they built the V6 a lot stronger to handle the torque and the horsepower of the V6. So it is naturally a lot stronger, but that is still a CVT Nissan, and they're gonna fail. And by changing the fluid and keeping it clean, all the additives stay fresh to keep that thing alive, hopefully. Unless they dogging it out, then that's another story.
Mm-hmm. By the way, y'all, Herman got like 52 cars. I'm not even exaggerating. Herman got like 52 cars, and every time I say him, I'm going to pick up another one in Kansas. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Kay Morton says, here's a little thank you for all you do for the community.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Question: what's a good car to look at at auctions? My daughter is 19, looking for her first car. Oh, 5,000 saved.
Let's see.
5,000.
A little Mazda 6. I like those. They're going to be very underrated. So you're going to want to look for an underrated vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about what to stay away from, and it'll kind of help you. Kia, Hyundai, Nissan, GM, and any Mopar product, especially the 4-cylinder variants. Mm-hmm. Those are all the cars that keeps my shop in business. The cars that rarely come through my shop are Subarus, very safe. I rarely see any Volvos. I don't try to take them in, but rarely see they pretty good. But Volvo is going to come with their expensive repair costs, so I would kind of stay away from that with the first owner. Hondas, I don't see too many of those. Toyotas are really good, but they're going to come with a premium along with Honda because, like the ad will probably say, oh, I want $10,000 for a 99 Civic. I know what I got. Yeah, they're going to hike up the price on you because it is a Civic and it is a Toyota Corolla / Camry. So I would try to go for the underrated cars that are very strong, like the older Mitsubishis before they got together with Nissan with that CVT. Yes, the later model Mitsubishis, they contracted Nissan transmissions to use in their car.
Why would they do that?
The stupidest thing ever, because the older Mitsubishi automatics had no issues. My wife's best friend has one now, and they are literally tired of that car because it's so reliable.
It won't die.
The husband can't stand it. He was like, man, this car done outlasted 3 or 4 of mine. I can't stand this car. The kid's like, Mama, we get a new car.
They want her to get a new car so bad, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Literally, the car comes and see me every 3 to 4 years
Mm.
for, if you want to call it major work. Normally it's there for like fixing oil leaks. That's it.
Oh, yeah, it's in there now. But a caveat to that how they getting you with cars like that, they have stopped making parts for
Oh
it.
yeah, that's the downside.
That's
It's
the
an 05
downside.
Galant.
So I told her, listen, baby, I think you getting ready to have to get this one up because
She
I
don't
got
want
another
to.
customer in there with the Galant,
Oh,
and I can't
man.
find no blend door actuators for his car. He needs AC. I can't find the power steering hose.
They doing that on
So
purpose.
they discontinued.
I just read an art. Came across something. I don't know how true it is, but it makes sense. Call me conspiracy theories when it comes to automotive, but the way the automotive industry is going, it's like less reliability for more money, so to speak, versus the good old days were less money for more reliability. Did you get any fancy, flashy 20-inch tablets? No, you got basic stuff, but the car's still running around to this day. You guys remember cash for clunkers? Pretty sure you do, where the government came out, oh, we'll give you da for your old clunker. Well, they did that just so they can kill off all the reliable cars, in my opinion. So now they're coming out with crap after that, and now you stuck with crap, and you wish you would have kept your old 2000 Camry or old Civic. Just my theory.
Yeah. Well, back to auctions in your daughter's car. Like he said, the obvious choice would be Honda and Toyota, but 5,000, that's probably gonna get you an older one.
Yeah.
But
it's nothing wrong with that, though.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong. So it just depends on how old. I know we have a 19-year-old, 18-year-old daughter, and those young ladies tend to have tastes that they can't afford. I don't know if your daughter's like ours, but
very picky.
You have to look into that. But my vote would be Mazda as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Emmanuel Maldonado, thank you for the.
I appreciate the support.
Jeff, you 2020. Is that Uncle Luke as your profile? My bad. You do look like. If it ain't, my bad. I love you. I love you so much. I'm like that, Luke. Anyway, stop by to say hi. Also, Hyundai gets a bad rep, but my 12 Sonata 2.4 just reached 230,000 miles
on the original engine.
Oil change every 3,500 to 4,000 miles, and I keep oil in the engine because she burns it. But any recommendations on a work truck? Okay, wait a minute. There's a lot to unpack. Wait a minute.
If it's burning oil, it need an engine. But
he keep it alive. He keep it
alive. So that's all that matters.
Counts. That counts for something.
The people with their 2.4 engines going out is the reason they go out, first of all, because people don't check their oils at all this damn time no more. Yesterday I just taught my daughter how to check her oil because the car I put her in burns oil. They're notorious for doing that. And I was like, okay, baby girl, you need to, it's time to check your oil now. You got to check it every 2 weeks to make sure you keep the engine alive. It's an Ecotech engine, the 2.4.
Well, real quick though, let me say this. Yes, Hyundai get a bad rep. Before we get to your work truck, Hyundai get a bad rep, but you know what? They on my PO list right now because I had a customer with a 2020 Hyundai Elantra.
Ooh, this is horrible.
They discontinued the engine, so you couldn't even get a new engine if you wanted to. So now what's the customer can do?
Wow.
They can't go use, because you go use, you're going to be still dealing with the problem, which is oil consuming engine.
On their turbo, their 2.0 turbo engine.
The only choice this young man has is to go to eBay and get the rebuilt ones. But for them to just simply discontinue an engine that, on a car that's 5 years old, I'm blown away. That's all I got to say. So yes, Hyundai get a bad rep as they should, but you keeping hope alive over there. Yeah. And I respect that.
Keep that oil in it though.
Yeah. But work truck, what you got for them? What you gonna be doing with it? That's the question.
Yeah, that does matter. I would say work truck wise, like the older Silverados before they mainstreamed, DOD. They mainstream DOD in 07. So anything under 06 and under were great. Ford is still a very high contender when it comes to reliability wise, and we're talking about the older ones, the newer ones. The newer ones, you have to watch out for their transmission failure, because they, like I did say earlier, they shared a transmission with GM and they had torque converter issues where it would judder. But if you just keep your fluid changed every 30 to 60,000 miles, you shouldn't have any problems with that. What else is a good work truck?
Did you say Ram?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Nissan Titans. Man, them things was bulletproof with the 5.6. They drank fuel, but man, them things will go and go and go. If you can afford it, the Toyota Tundra. Now, for your heavy duty stuff out there, of course, you got your Ram 1500. Those are really good with the Hemi. I would actually buy one of those over a newer GM. I would not get a newer GM truck at all. Definitely Ram and Ford would be my picks when it comes to so-called American made, because let's face it, Mopar is not American made anymore. It's Stellantis, and before that it was Fiat. So yeah, whatever in American clothing. Heavy hitter would be, if you're doing a lot of pulling, would be diesel lineup, would be the Ram. You can't go wrong with the Cummins. Everybody that pulls, 80% drives Rams, and it's for a good reason. That's all you see on the road when it comes to hot shot. You know, the hot shot people, they think they mini semis because they be pulling stuff that semi trucks be carrying. Like, what are y'all doing? They just be trekking down the road. If you want to be on a budget, I would go older Cummins or a good old 7.3 Power Stroke diesel. Couldn't go wrong with them. Very easy to maintain. So that's just the kind of, of course, there's more. I can keep going. I can keep going talking about it, but yeah.
It depends on your budget.
So that'll give you a good insight.
Hopefully it helps you. Keep that Honda going, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Hyundai, excuse me. David Rios, thank you for the super chat. Has a 2011 1500 PO 446 PO 451 volts, but with 1500. What is that?
Yeah, Chevy 1500, Ram. I don't know.
Voltage reads good on the scan to purge. Doing purge seal test will hold vacuum, then lose slowly smoke test. No leak till I'm reading like I'm Forrest Gump. I'm sorry. No leak, little smoke out of the outlet that goes to the fuel tank, but none from the vent valve.
So the code you're gonna want to focus on is that PO 451. That should be a pressure sensor. Now, I don't know the make you have. The make is very important because different codes. Well, most of the time, these P codes supposed to be mainstream across the board, but I always like to add the make, just in case they switch something up. They have a special P code that they use, and it's not the same for the rest of the folks. But I will focus on that PO 451. That's going to be the fuel tank pressure sensor. You need to look into that. How I test the fuel tank pressure sensor, I will take my smoke machine, which has a vacuum gauge on it, and a pressure gauge. I think it's a pressure gauge. It has some type of gauge on it. And I will add pressure to it. And looking at my scan tool when I'm reading the fuel tank pressure, I will observe that according to what I'm putting inside the tank pressure-wise. And if it's on point with what I'm seeing on my gauge, then it's good. But if it's off or if it's not reading correctly, then I will condemn the pressure sensor. Now, also, you definitely gonna have to drop the tank because the pressure sensor is located on the fuel pump assembly. What also likes to happen is rodents like to get up there on top of your tank and chew on the wires, and they could have chewed into the pressure sensor wire. So you're having a pressure sensor issue, and when that pressure sensor goes bad, it messes up the whole working of the evap system. The evap system will not work right and will throw other codes, but you have to just know which code to look at, and that I would start there first.
All right. Maximilian ATL says, shout out to ATL. You know what I'm saying?
That.
Born and raised. All right. Nissan Murano, bad intake hoses are often confused for a bad CVT. Also, I'm your used oil guy. Got your oil. Oh, what's
up? Nice.
Listen, I'm about halfway full. I'm going to be calling you.
For sure.
Shout out to you. Yes, I like that. He says that bad intake hoses are confused.
Yeah, they always, on those Muranos, the PCV valve hose will crumble up and go bad, and the intake tube hose will crack and start deteriorating and cause the vehicle not to run right, and it affects the shifting and everything of it too.
Yes.
So he's absolutely correct.
Yep.
Thank you for the support,
comes
brother.
And collect our used oil when we're overfilled and we need the space. Shout out to you. Hope to see you soon, buddy. All right. I'm gonna do this last super chat. Please let me get to the because
the other people.
Because Alex. First of all, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Says Alex, I love your tutorial videos. Just watched the rocker and lifter video on your channel. I'm now learning to become a mechanic. Oh, cool. I have a video suggestion. The Ford water pump tutorial. Okay,
I definitely need to do that one. That's the time, and
we just did one.
Yeah, we just did one in the shop.
Yeah.
So next one come through, I'm gonna make a tutorial on it.
Now that it seems like we have a pretty solid team, we can get back to the tutorials. The whole reason why we had to stop those is because if I was waiting on the opportunity to do a tutorial, there would be no video. So actually, that's what converted us over to the vlog style and just baking the learning into the vlog. But the tutorials, we'll try to bring those back. I don't know. We trying. I just told y'all don't give us no more money. I just thank you for the super chat, Twin Turbo Slaw.
Ooh, I like that name, Twin Turbo Slaw.
I like the puppy. Alex, when are we racing? And should I get a bigger turbo and go E85 tune on the 01 Saab 9.3 to keep up with the motorcycles up in these hills? I like that.
I think you said that correctly. To keep up with the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yes. E85 is a secret race gas. It's very high in octane. We're up there with the race gas, but for the fraction of the price. Much cleaner to run. It definitely would be the way to go. Bigger turbo, and when you run an E85, you can definitely throw a lot of boost at it. When throwing boost at high performance vehicles, it's not necessarily the boost that kills the vehicle. It's the high pressures inside the combustion chamber. And if you're not running the right fuel, which pressure creates heat destroys engines when it comes to pre-ignition. The way to stay away from pre-ignition is to use fuels that is not subjected to pre-combustion under just compression heat. For an engine to run properly and perform at its best, the combustion process needs to happen when the computer commands it to. When the computer commands the spark to ignite, that's what it wants, not before the spark ignites. And that's how you destroy engines when it comes to performance applications. Of course, high boost pressures can lift heads and blow head gaskets, but that's kind of on the extreme if you're boosting it to the moon, which I don't think you're going to be doing.
All right, now let's do a little rapid round. Now that we got all, I want to grab some of the people in the chat. All right, so Jim McGraw said, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Car Doctor. I don't know your wife's first name. My first name is Sean. It's short for a long name, but this Sean will do. All right.
I'm just playing.
Don't give him my pole name now.
Oh my God.
All right, that was definitely a lot have changed for the better over the past year, and it's so clear watching the videos back to back. Love the honesty, you guys keeping it real. Thank you so much.
That.
Yeah, you listen. Alex' grandma used to say, "Shoot, you tell one lie, you got to remember the lie you told." You know,
I don't got time
we ain't got time for all that. You know, the internet has a very long memory, so it's people will find you out. You got TikTok PD. You know, they ain't coming. Just be you. Be authentic. Be real, man. It's more easier that way.
Be a natural, honest person, and you don't have to worry about nothing in this world.
We sleep very well at night. Now,
Absolutely.
you know, I go to bed. I put a heated blanket on. Sometimes I share. And we go to bed.
I put on my thunderstorm sounds.
We been here chilling, you know? Just because it's easier to just be, you know. So thank you, Michael. Thank you for watching all the videos and stuff like that. We appreciate it. Every view, we appreciate it. Noel says, old school mechanic. We need more mechanics like you.
Thank you, brother.
All right. 50 50cc adventure says, Alex picking up where Scotty left off now that he's finally retired. Is he? I didn't know that.
Is he?
Uncle Scotty done retired?
Dang, that my boy Scotty.
Scotty get a bad rep, but Scotty been doing this longer than YouTube because I think he was on TV before there was a YouTube. So.
Scotty, he's full of knowledge.
Scotty,
I respect that guy.
If he is retired, he deserves to be retired. And I love Scotty. You know, ain't no Scotty hate over here. I love him. I think last video I just seen, he was like, "Don't buy Toyota." I meant to watch it because what?
Nah, he's talking about probably the twin turbo V6.
Yeah, I don't know. Engine. All right. He says, I love you guys' channel. Please keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I really do try hard to not look at other auto repair channels and be like, oh, maybe we should do that over there. It's much easier to be Sean and Alex and, you know,
do what we do best.
Do what we do. There's a lot of automotive YouTubers out there in the YouTube land. And, you know, I don't know. I just try to do it our way.
We believe in staying in our own lane.
Yeah, for sure.
And staying on our own course.
Yeah, for sure. Like and honestly, there was this article that came back and you guys chime in. They were saying how auto repair YouTube is dying. I knew you was going to have to go he's going to the potty on me because he'd been drinking Heineken while we were doing this. But automotive YouTube is dying because the videos are boring. You know, the tutorial style and the way that it was is getting boring and people just not watching. So, but anyway, thank you for liking the channel and the way we do it. We're always open to suggestions, you know, so let us know. And if we can do it, we'll do it. All right. Let me see. Somebody said, don't we all need chump change in our glove box? Not that much money. Not that much money. And LA Gear, oh, you done took it back right there. Says, why is it called a glove box? I never seen no gloves in there. All right. All right. Can you hear my questions, Alex? Come on, man. I told you don't drink the beer. All right. So we have a question here. Abel says, considering buying a 2011 Ford Crown Victoria, 60,000 miles, listed at $15,000, clean title, would you recommend?
Not if it was a police car. If it was a civilian, which it is, it's an LX. So I think that's the civilian version.
$15,000 though?
Because
is it a special version or something?
No, they just known for being reliable. I don't like the price tag. Is it a robust vehicle? Yes, for dang sure. That thing probably outlasts me and you put together. People buy them ex-police cars and they still be kicking. It kicking good? No, but you know, 200,000-300,000 miles on them. Or if they're ex-police car, 150 or so, and still running around. Don't like the price tag, but you know, if you really like the car and if it's worth that to you, I'm not gonna stop you. Would you be getting a good car? Yes, for dang sure. The downside of getting a vehicle with 60,000 miles of that year range, you're thinking in your head, but 60,000 miles, I don't got to do nothing to it. Wrong. At 60,000 miles,
everything going wrong.
First of all, you're getting ready to come up on a heap of maintenance.
Yep.
That's tune up. All of the fluids need to be changed. The problem with 2010 at 60,000 miles is you're going to have to change out all the rubber hoses, all that stuff, and most likely going to be very dry rotted or brittle or worn out just due to age. A lot of people don't think that when they're getting an older car with low mileage.
Mm-hmm.
They're thinking, oh yeah, older car, that's very reliable. They know them to be great. And they get this stuff with low miles and they start running into a heap of problems because they just didn't know what they was getting themselves into. Not the car fault, it's just
it is.
Maintenance.
Here's a fun one. I hope I'm saying it right. Is it Geanders? It says, have you ever used a mechanics lien? I'm trying to get a storage fee. They won't come and get the car. What you're going to have to do, beloved, is go ahead and file abandonment paperwork. I don't know what state you're in, but it's pretty simple in Georgia. And I think they just changed the law. Used to be you have to wait 30 days. Now it's 15 days. But it's very hard if it's been sitting there a whole year. A judge will throw that case out. So I've been filing abandonment paperwork for the ones, that can get me my money back out. I'll file that paperwork, get the court order, and it's my car. And then the ones I don't want, I just have them towed off and take the loss on the taxes. But I've never done it like a mechanics lien. But you can get your storage fees and stuff like that. Even if it's a lien on it from a bank, sometimes people are still paying on these cars. Just call the lien holder and say, hey, this customer owe me XYZ. And they got this amount of storage fees. You want the car? If not, send me the title. They'll send you the title for the car. So not sure what state you live in, but I hope that helps you. All right. King Mechanics says, hello, been following for a while. If I want to come work for y'all, would it be considered a W-2 position? Yes, it would. Only because I don't mess with the government. I pay them theirs. THEIRS, theirs. Okay. Theirs. So that's what I like to say. I don't mess with theirs. The IRS at all. But yes, it would be W-2. Actually, one of the new guys, man, he just bust over 50-something hours.
That joker been
so guess what we got to do? Come out with that bonus.
Yeah.
He's pretty happy with that.
The first one that got a bonus. Like everybody else playing games.
I have no problem paying. Just do the work. Businessman Big B says, you do any welding? What machine you got?
Yes, I do welding. I just bought just a welder off of Harbor Freight.
Yeah, it's nothing. We don't do nothing for real.
Yeah, it is the top Harbor Freight welder. About $1,000. Very good. I'm very happy with the machine. Am I a welding professional? No, but I do know how to MIG weld like it ain't no tomorrow. I've been doing that for years on end. So of course you get good if you've been doing it for years. Any training that I've endured? No, just you watch a couple of YouTube videos. Right now I'm trying to get better at TIG welding. TIG welding aluminum specifically.
Our son wants to be a welder, so we're definitely going to support him and buying him a welder and let him, play around with different stuff. So, yeah, nothing saying. It's I have to skip around. I can't go through every one of them. I'm currently in school for mechanics. Is it best to buy and flip cars or work for a shop? Do both.
Yes.
I want to work for myself, but a check is a check. Do both. I'm going to tell you why. It's king. Because sometimes them cars don't sell. Sometimes they will sit until the right buyer come along. There you go, yawn, and now you got to make me yawn. Do both. If you're young enough and you can and you don't have like family responsibilities, I would do both. Because, like I said, I'm a licensed dealer. Sometimes one time I had like 6-7 cars. I'm thinking like, okay, they on Facebook Marketplace, what the folks at? I got one car I can't sell right now, so things go wrong when you flipping. Sometimes you will take a L. I'm married to what I believe the best mechanic this side of the Mississippi, and we take some L's sometimes. It's business. It's all a part of it. So go to work. Keep that money coming in. Also, keep learning different cars. You may come across different issues that'll help you in your flip game too. So I say if you could do both, do both. I don't know how old you are, but I'm going to say this. Working for yourself is a whole beast in its entirety. A lot of people want to be an entrepreneur because it sounds sexy, but I'm telling you, like, we be in the trenches and we just making it out. The sun is coming out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It feels good because I was over here like,
oh my God.
And find a niche.
I like
find the vehicle that sells very well, no matter what condition it's in, and stick to that vehicle. The beauty about sticking to a particular vehicle is that you'll start accumulating parts, different parts, or you want to accumulate parts. I'm like, okay, this vehicle is known for this, so every chance I get and find a good deal on, let me go ahead and buy this part. Just have it on hand. I collect LS motors. That's my thing. I have a ton of LS motors that my wife is trying to get me to get rid of. I'm like, no, I can't get rid of my LS motors. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We trying to. I picked this comment because he said, "What up, Alex? I like the channel. The wife is cool. I like her. I'm chilling. You know, one thing about it, I be watching a lot of relationship content sometimes, and there's some crazy women out there. No shade now. No, y'all don't come for my head, but this is a good man. And I'm a happy woman. I don't have nothing to, you know what I'm saying? I
try.
I just be chilling like it's nothing for me to be tripping about. You know what I'm saying? He work hard. I never wanted for nothing. My kids ain't never wanted for nothing. Even before this YouTube and Alex worked for shops, like we was okay. So that's why I be chilling. He don't stress me out. Well, sometimes it depends. If he hoarded something, then I'd be like, "No, why you bring that in?"
Normally hoard just cause.
But no, like I'm cool because I live comfortably. I don't, you know, my idea of a good time is what
cruising.
I do. Oh yeah, he paid for my cruises. Yeah, I'm finna be cool. I'm going on one in a few months. Out of here. But shout out to you for saying so. Thank you so much. That. All right. Somebody said, did y'all lose the Hispanic guy? The guy, Raphael went on to be
work on airplane parts or something.
Yes, he did. And that's what he wanted to do. You know, people have, like that gentleman just said, you know, this guy right here, back to King. King was saying he wants to work for himself. You know, when people come to work for us, I'm not ever saying, we don't live in the 50s and 60s. Back then, people in 60s, 70s, people stayed on jobs 30 years and they retired from said jobs. You know, we're not living in that time. So when I hire someone, I don't expect them to be with me 30 years because we live in a different time. You have the gig economy. You have people that want to DoorDash on the side, Amazon Flex on the side. You have people that want to be influencers. You know, these are all real money making things, and people are just not staying on jobs for 30 years anymore. So, you know, they have their own aspirations. You know, like King was saying, he want to work for himself, but a check is a check. That may be on the way to where you want to go ultimately. But, you know, Raphael, he went on to be a build aircraft parts. But his brother did come and visit us and brought us some Gatorade recently. So he's doing really well. But I don't expect, you know, anyone to be, it's a revolving door. And that's something that I learned this past year. Like when you have people that work for you, we're just a pit stop along the way in their life. You know, they might want to pick up and move to Texas. People got their own
ambition.
Yeah, thing. I just want to leave them better than what we found them. I want them just to look back and say,
my customer calls, leave it better than what I found.
Yeah, I want them to look back and say, you know what, man, Alex and his wife, they were nice people. They treated me right. They paid me right. You know, I don't ever want our legacy to be, oh, that guy was an a-hole. We worked for them. They was this and that.
I've had those situations. The majority of the shops I worked at, the people was a-holes towards me. It's only 3 jobs I can count on when the boss was an a-hole. That was Midas. Pretty cool boss. U-Haul. I love the boss there. I would have retired there if the pay was better. And halfway UPS. Started off with a wonderful boss. As long as we did our work, didn't mess with us. Then he retired because his boss wanted him to do something crazy, like, you need to start basically mistreating your employees. He's like, no, I'm not doing that because I know how it is. His words, I know how it is to be a mechanic. I know how it is. I've been there. I worked my way up in this company. No, I'm retiring. I'm not going to treat my guys like that. And the boss came in slanging his thing around the big guy. And I was like, I'm not putting up with this. Y'all crazy. Peace. I don't care how much money y'all giving me. Yeah. Free healthcare. It was nice.
Now, that was a good job. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Healthcare
if y'all can get on with UPS,
Sheesh,
that's a good job. They got great benefits. I think they're part of the union, so I think their top pay is $50-some an hour. Then don't let it be overtime at peak season. Free healthcare. I'm talking free. Nothing came out of his check for nothing.
It was
we
wonderful.
Had healthcare. So
you put up with some BS, and they will stress you out. Yeah. And to me, that's just wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I was like, "You sure you want to quit?"
No, the fools tried to. It's funny because my Matco guy, I used to work at UPS with him, and I remember that day they tried to write us up for stealing time. They pulled both of us in the office and like, you don't supposed to be working Saturday. I'm like, y'all put me on this dumb schedule. I don't want to work Saturday. You stealing time. Y'all got me Tuesday through Saturday. I'm not signing that. And matter of fact, I quit.
Yeah, you did.
I was like, I'm giving y'all a week notice or whatever, and I'm not doing it for y'all. I'm doing it for my coworkers to help them out so I won't leave them in a bad situation. Mm-hmm. And so the head boss come up. I know you done made up your mind, but can you reconsider? No.
Y'all should have thought about that.
I'm freaking with me, man. I ain't like that.
Yeah. I will say, at every job, you've never been fired. Mm-mm. Nope. And they always let you back when you want to go back. Shout out to the Subaru Stivers, man. Alex left them. Then Alex called them back. They made room for him, but then he left them again. So either way, like, again, we know that people have their own ambitions and dreams and goals. We don't gatekeep anything, because what's for us is for us. So the guys that work for me, they do side work, and they ask me questions like this all the time. So, hi, John. Good to see you.
Oh, what's going on,
one of my
brother?
favorites. He says, what's up, y'all? Long time no see. Glad I was able to catch this afternoon. My question is, how do you keep people from playing in your face when it comes to money as a mobile mechanic?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Policies and procedures. Don't listen to no sob stories, because everybody got one. Policies and procedures. So we've had to sue a guy when Alex was a mobile mechanic before. We won. But just policies and procedures, man. Like, get them to sign something up front. Mm-hmm. You're just going to have to, we live in a grimy world, as you can see, when the guy trying to say we stole $10,000.
You're going to have to get them to sign paperwork and make sure your paperwork is on point. Mm-hmm. It's sort of what I do at my shop. They have to sign their not invoice, but their estimate saying, hey, they approved the work. You're going to have to take pictures of everything these days. Take pictures of the car before and after. You're gonna have to do a lot of stuff. It sucks because we're honest people out here just trying to make an honest living and not expecting for scammy people to try to take us for whatever. But that's the world we live in, unfortunately. We just gotta watch our back and treat everybody the same. Not saying treat them bad, but just set you policies and procedures, like my wife said. Every car, I'm gonna take a picture of. Yes. Every car, I'm gonna take a picture of the part that's defective. I'm gonna even go as far as taking a picture of the part I replace. I'm taking a picture of your VIN, your license plate. So my wife says it real good. Write up every car like you're going to court.
Period. I told my staff, don't put me in a position where I'm got to argue with a customer when all you had to do was take the picture and shoot the video. And it works. I had a lady came in and she said that the leak wasn't fixed. I said, well, ma'am, let's go back over your inspection report together. See, here's a video. See where your leak is coming from?
I hate I had to fire that dude because I liked it, that fella.
Like the way he did reports.
Oh, man, he was just playing in my face.
Yeah. I said, look, is the car leaking from there? No. Okay, so your leak was fixed and now you have a new one. Would you like to come back in? Not. He's a nice one. Me, I'm not backing down this year for nothing. I'm telling you, we've heard people crying. This man is buying plane tickets. Hey, your personal life ain't got nothing to do with us fixing this car. Now, I'm here to make sure that your car runs properly and make sure it's fixed accurately in a timely manner. All this other background stuff you got going on, it ain't got nothing to do with Alex, the car doctor. So, you got to stand on fitness. That's all. And if they try you, you got to go after them because it's the principle of the thing. That's just what it is. And so
it's like the drug game. You think your local drug dealer gonna take that? No, they're gonna stand on business every time. To.
And I would tell you the biggest struggle that we're dealing with right now is familiarity breeds contempt. And that's why I had to tell Alex, he's so nice, he's so friendly. Everybody want to talk to him and this and that, and that's cool. Like we are so cool with this YouTube stuff and all of that. But what's happening is two things is happening. One, we have people that call in and want to bypass the process. Skip the service writers and talk to him. I have to pull him. We're not doing that because at the end of the day, this is a business and we're trying to run a business. We're hiring these people and we're paying payroll so they can handle the stuff that Alex does not want to handle or cannot handle. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, to be totally honest and transparent, we're getting a lot of technicians in here. Big Daddy Alex is saving them when they mess something up. He do that for so long. They the new Alex the car doctor.
Hey, it is so funny.
They the new Alex the car doctor, and we done built you up and help you get confidence. And now
they get the big head. I had to ask my wife. I'm like, why do they do that? But like, my wife was like, because you keep rescuing them.
You don't let them fail.
Yeah, they don't fail, and now they got the big head, and they think they ATEX, and really they not even on the alphabet spectrum.
Yes. Yeah, and it's like it's unbelievable, and you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of like,
dang, you're right.
You got to let them fail, and we let them fail, and we pay for everything, clean up the mess, we give them a slap on the hand. But all of a sudden, they're new car doctors, and that's fine. But diagnose this car without this man coming to help you, so he can go to the doctor. So anyway, I know we just went all off, Stand on business. Hi, John. Run your business like a business. You unfortunately, you cannot be listening to people's side stories and care. And that's the struggle that Alex has because he has a big heart and he cares for everybody. But like I told him, it can't come at the expense of your wife and kids. At one point, we was giving so much, we going to the pool house. Mm-hmm. And none of those people who we help can help us. Stand on business. Document your repairs. Get them to sign invoices. Do not do payment plans.
No.
You will never get paid.
Never.
All right? So I hope that helps you. But we're around if you need something.
Reach out.
All right, listen, guys. Look, I love y'all so much. But I got to get these last couple of ones. And I got to go watch Close and watch Bridgerton now. Let me get this one right here, too. All right. Tweezy Scrap Tune says, have y'all had to argue with customers who use ChatGPT to self-diagnose? We do go back and forth with people who diagnose their own cars, but I don't know if they're...
one particular person, recent, he had a minivan, a Sienna, and I told him, I was like, you need to start with your catalytic converters. Catalytic converter is the main problem, and this is the reason it has these codes here. You should have seen the catalytic converter. It's like somebody pieced it together and had exhaust leaks. It was awful. So you know the story better than I do.
Basically, the man called back and said, my family said that ain't what it is. I want the wheel speed sensor. I said, baby, we done explained it to you. Your old lady done came here. We done explained it to her. We done took pictures. We done showed you the hole in your CV, whatever it is, catalytic converter. I tell you what, we not touching it at all. Tell your family to fix that. And if it works, it works. And if it don't, we out of it. So also back to your question, Hi John, knowing what to say no to. All money is not good money. You got to become a good judge of character. All right.
But back to Chat GTP, some customer got mad at us, and clearly he was using Chat GTP to talk. And my wife was like, "What the heck is this?"
I was like, "You forgot to delete the command when you get the hell." I mean, you see what I'm saying? See, he the nice one. I'm more like, man, if you don't get your, crazy.
Trying to use Chat GTP to type formal letters and all this crazy.
Maximilian said, "Now, Maximilian, you wrong for this. Small business rule number 1: see a Nigerian run."
No,
now,
my God, you definitely.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God, I have nothing against Nigerians, first of all, but.
Oh hold on. God. We love all people.
Yes.
Okay. But let me tell you about them Nigerians.
I be have to talk to my women staff up front. That's how bad it is.
When the Nigerian men come in, it's like they don't even see me. I'm like, I'm telling you, they have an attitude. Okay, why you want to speak to him? He come in there. I need to be put on the schedule.
The whole attitude changes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, this. But with my front staff talking to him.
Because we're all women.
No. They have
I had my employee, she was calling this guy's name. Hey, Mr. Such and Such. He ignored the crap out of her. And I'm just saying, like.
She was like, I know he heard me. It was awful.
On the Nigerian tip. Or whatever. But.
Do you want me to go to the store?
Yeah, we're almost done.
Okay, is the chicken out for the pot pie?
Yeah. Girl, we almost done. Shut the door.
Okay.
God,
kids.
She want me to come cook so bad. I'm coming, y'all.
But
right,
we have nothing against nobody.
We don't have nothing, but I'm just saying, they don't like American women. Yeah. I don't know. Somebody can chime in later.
And my women, I have nothing but women staff up front.
Let's get these last two, then we got to get on out of here. Dog. Okay. Jack 05 112s, 09 Ram 1500 5.7 Hemi 245,000 miles. Had the motor replaced 1,000 miles ago. Now it hesitates on takeoff, but no codes or solutions.
So you may have transmission issues, or your transmission probably is not plugged in correctly. If it's hesitating, meaning it's taking off very sluggish, but after you get up to speed, it's fine. That's definitely transmission related, especially if it doesn't have any codes. But first of all, let's make sure the check engine light is actually working by doing a bulb check. That's just turning the vehicle in the on position where all the bulbs light up right before you start the vehicle. That's check number 1. Okay, my check engine light is working. Check number 2 is to count your gears as you're going. Most people can't do this, so I'll give you a brief explanation. If you have, let's say, you can Google how many gears, whatever 09 Ram has, which may be a 5-speed or something, to be exact. I think they was using 5 speeds back then, 5-speed autos. Maybe not. When as the truck is going, the RPM meter will do this. It'll go up. Then when you see it drop, that's gear number 2. It'll go back up, drop again, and you will hear it in the engine as well. So you'll make sure it's going through all gears. And if it's not going through all gears, that means it's probably taking off in like 2nd or 3rd gear. And that's where you're losing your power at on the low end. Also, some transmission codes won't throw a check engine light, like the Nissan DEF code. It'll have a Nissan transmission DEF code, and it will not throw an error code. It'll just be there, and you have to pull it up with a regular scanner and be like, yep, she's dead. And according to the customer, be like, yeah, it's doing this on the highway, and sometimes it'll just go into limp mode. Yep, with the transmission code, with that symptom, need a transmission. So Hopefully that helps.
All right, Tweezy, Scrap Tunes. This got to be the last one, guys. 07 Impala. I keep replacing the purge valve because of it sticking. Is there something that would cause this new part to keep failing?
Yes. You have a charcoal canister on that vehicle. And if that charcoal canister has ruptured internally, it'll send charcoal pellets inside your new purge valve. And it will clog it up and stop it up and cause it to malfunction. So I would definitely check my charcoal canister, especially if the vehicle is that year, that old. It's not normal for them just to be going out left and right. So I will definitely check the charcoal canister. That would be my top check for that vehicle.
All right, cool. All right, listen, we enjoyed. I really missed this a lot, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's been an hour and a half. I got to go cook. He got to go take a nap.
Yeah.
So I want to say this: we're thinking about switching back to 7 p.m. on Saturdays.
What y'all think?
I'll put a poll in the community. You guys vote. So life has changed again a little bit, so we're able to do it in the evening time. So I don't know. Let us know, but we enjoyed this so much. We love y'all so much. All right, what you got to say? Nothing.
Y'all let the car doctor out. What happened to the car doctor 7.3 Power Stroke?
We still got it.
I'm never getting rid of that truck.
All right.
I love that truck.
And we love y'all.
Yes,
Got
love
to
you
go.
good people. See you guys on the next live.
See ya.